I'm going to review Lawson's Onigiri Bento.
すごいですね。
Hi, I'm Scott. So we got a Lawson's Onigiri Bento. Onigiri means rice ball if you're unfamiliar. This one comes with 4 miniature rice balls and some little kind of side dishes like fried chicken and Hamburg and that kind of thing. So you'll find these all over the place. You'll find them in supermarkets and in all the convenience stores. They change from time to time depending on the season. Sometimes you get one that's a little bit dodgy and sometimes you can find them. They're absolutely fantastic. So this one comes in at 462 yen, which is around $3. So it's kind of middle of the range when it comes to price, but let's go in for a closer look. So, looks pretty good, doesn't it? So let's see how Lawson actually described this on their product description page. So normally these kinds of things, they either come with 2 rice balls or 3 rice balls. This actually has 4, and sometimes they have, just 2 or 3 little side dishes. But this one has actually got quite a lot in it. So I want to talk a little bit more about exactly what's in it. Starting off with the nozawana onigiri, which is the leafy greens rice ball, and this is made from these green vegetables which come from Nagano Prefecture. Then we have the salted rice and nori rice ball, a very simple one. After that, we've got the seasoned mushroom rice ball, which has a bit more flavor than the other ones, a bit more kind of a soy sauce flavor, and it's got mushrooms in it as well. And then we've got the mentaiko onigiri, which is a little bit spicy, the cod roe rice ball. And this product is also a little bit more expensive, so I suppose it bumps up the price a little bit. Next, we've got our wiener, the sausage. It's a fair size there. Next, we've got our Hamburg steak, which is the hamburger patty. It's cut in half with some ketchup. And then we have some karaage, which is the fried chicken. And then finishing off with the Japanese omelet, tamagoyaki. And if you can see nestling in the corner there, the pink stuff, we have some tsukemono, which is the Japanese pickles, to give you a little bit of an accent. Alrighty, let's open it up. So it says open here, so you just pull off these, well, it should come off easy. It never comes off easy. We pull off this part here, and then we just flip it open to reveal all those goodies. Oh, wow. And then the bit that I like the most is taking off this little film on the top. It's really satisfying, especially when you get to this part. Oh, look at that. It's like waking up on Christmas morning and finding all your presents under the tree. Now that makes it easier to see. Now you can see right in there, we have everything all really nicely lined up. So this lunchbox itself is actually really heavy. It's jam-packed full of goodies. Normally when I buy these things, sometimes you feel, is this going to be filling? But I can tell you right away, this is jam-packed full of all this good stuff, and it's really heavy. So I think this is going to be filling. So where should we start? It's difficult to say. Okay, let's start off with the sausage because it's just sitting here looking at me. Now, as I said, this is a fair size sausage. It's a good size. I should actually show you the other side because you can see inside it. So it looks like a good quality sausage. Sometimes you get these tiny little red sausages, which are really nasty, but this one looks like a really good quality one. So let's have a bit of a chomp. Now that is a really tasty, it's very juicy. And you can see inside there's actually, I don't know, has it got fat or something inside of it? This is like a real sausage, if you know what I mean. That is top That's top banana, that is. The sausage is really good, quality stuff. Going in next for the Hamburg steak, as they call it. Now you can see this is probably like a half of one, which you've cut up, and it's got a bit of ketchup on it as well. So it doesn't have any char marks or anything like barbecued marks on or anything. It's just quite simple, but we'll see how it tastes. Again, top quality, full of flavor, full of taste. It's not dry, it's quite juicy, and you can just taste it's a good quality one. Now we'll go in for the fried chicken, or the karaage as they say. This has got a bit of ketchup on it. Not really used to having ketchup on my karaage, but there you go. It's the first time for everything. So as size-wise, I mean, it's not a huge piece, but in this little bento, it's just a nice size. It's just perfect. So you can see it's actually packed full of chicken. Sometimes you get them and they're like, it's like all batter or all breading around it. But this one is actually mostly chicken. So that is, you know, that's another good sign. So next up, we've got the Japanese rolled omelet. So sometimes these are sweet, sometimes they're salty. I wonder which one this is going to be. This is not particularly sweet. A tiny, tiny little sweetness in there, but it's mostly eggy, salty. It's really light as well, but at the same time firm and filling. Wow. So how about the stars of this bento? It is, after all, an onigiri bento. We got 4 onigiri to test here. Fantastic. So the first one here is the leafy greens rice ball. Looks like this. So the green leafy part themselves, they're so fresh, nice and crunchy. The rice is absolutely to die for. How do they make this stuff? Okay, let's go in for the salty one. This is the simplest one, which is just, you know, salt and nori, which is the seaweed going around it. So there's actually, because they were all close together, there's bits of the other rice balls all stuck to it, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic. A really simple one. So having a bit of rice ball, a bit of sausage, a bit of rice ball, bit of chicken. That's the way you're supposed to do it, but just for demonstration purposes. Moving over to the takikomi gohan, which is flavored more with soy sauce or some kind of seasoning. So this one is bound to have a bit more flavor, and also it's got mushrooms going through it. Actually, you can see the mushrooms inside there. So let's try this one. So you look at that, really quite small, but it's amazing you got all this little variety in this tiny little package. Even although these are small, it just makes it more fun, you know what I mean? And now we're moving on to the spicy cod roll, mentaiko, which promises to be yet another taste sensation. So I think this is probably the most kind of luxurious thing in this entire bento box. Oh, that's actually quite hot. So that another element. You've even got something spicy in there. So, wow, what a fantastic little lunchbox. So for a rating, I've got to give this 9 out of 10. It's absolutely packed full of lots of different flavors. It's really fresh. The quality of the ingredients is really high. So good price, good flavor, good value. You can't go wrong. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.